How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. We're going to take a look at the market today. We're going to take a look at some of the top news, an update on Russia and Ukraine, a huge possibility for Bitcoin, also taking a look at some of the other top news, and I want to tell you about the 3 cryptos I bought today and my thoughts on the market going forward from where we are right now. If you guys don't mind, hit the like button, subscribe button. I do appreciate that. Also, if you turn on that bell notification, you'll know right when I post a video. Some of this stuff is really time relevant or time sensitive, so definitely hit that bell notification. There's also a link down there to Unstoppable Domains. There you can get a readable wallet address, and they are giving away a lot of money right now over on their Twitter. So if you change your name to your Unstoppable domain and you add ETH address to that domain, you can tweet something daily and get up to $25,000, or you can get part of the $25,000 they're giving away. So check out the link underneath the video to Unstoppable Domains. Also a link down there to BlockFi, one of the places that I buy crypto. If you're outside the US, you still get an interest rate on your crypto. And if you're inside the US, it's still a great place to buy crypto and hold crypto. So the crypto fear and greed index is at 27 right now. We're at fear. We were at extreme fear yesterday. It's pretty interesting. We fall down to 38,000 and we're in extreme fear. We were at 33,000 just a few weeks ago. So I know some people really worried that we went up and fell back down. We broke through that $40,000 level that we're trying to hold as support. A lot of altcoins are bleeding pretty heavily here today. Obviously, some still are up on the 30 days like Avalanche, and the top altcoins will still outperform some of these smaller ones. But yeah, it is a pretty bloody day no matter what kind of crypto you hold. Now, let's get an update because some of this I think is fear of the Russia situation right now. And again, I'll get to the cryptos I'm buying here today and my thoughts on the market. But President Biden is set to meet with the National Security Council on Sunday to discuss the threat of war in Ukraine, as officials warn that Moscow is stepping up its disinformation campaign in a bid to create pretext for a military attack that the president has warned could come in the coming days. A lot of people think that this is going to happen today or tomorrow because the Olympics is done. The Olympics is being held in China, and China and Russia are pals. So a lot of people think that this has just been gearing up for an invasion today or tomorrow. Belarus's defense minister extended military exercises with Russian forces that were otherwise set to end Sunday. So there's a lot of information, a lot of disinformation coming from Russia saying, oh no, we're pulling troops back, we're not going to invade, but yet more and more troops are showing up. One possible scenario a lot of people are kind of speculating on is that Russia is very pro-crypto right now, and they might be trying to buy some crypto. I know that's kind of a meme on the internet right now that they're sending troops there just to be able to create fear in the market and buy Bitcoin at a discount. But one thing that did come out today, which is pretty interesting, is that the Prime Minister, Boris Johnson, over in Britain, he said that the US and Britain would cut off the Russian companies' access to the US dollar and British pounds if the Kremlin orders an invasion of Ukraine. So if they do that, they cut off the US dollar and the British pound, maybe they focus more on Bitcoin. And instead of just making it legal, maybe they make it legal tender, which I think would be bullish for Bitcoin. But the question is, some people are wondering, is it worth having Russia be bullish on Bitcoin and start adding significant amounts? I think for the price of Bitcoin, that'd actually be pretty good, because then the US will have to do it on our end too, so that way we can combat it. I think it would be a very interesting race. It would be like the race to the moon to see who could get the most Bitcoin. And maybe that is a little bit of a conspiracy theory, but it would be a very interesting scenario. But game theory is really at play right now. In other news, we did get a massive hack of NFTs. So this was happening on OpenSea or with OpenSea, but it sounds like it's not actually OpenSea that got hacked. It was clients of OpenSea that got an email phishing scam. So this is where it has to be very clear that if you get emails, even if you get emails, you have to be careful and don't just click something and go type in your information or connect your wallet. Please, please, please search the website first. Don't go through your email or a text message or anything like that to get to a website. A lot of the time, those are scams. And We saw 200 million. That's the headline number now. They're saying maybe it was just 3 to 4 million. It's hard to tell, but this is millions and millions of dollars that people are losing out on. So be very careful. I've been very clear about that with the comment section. I still get people every day, even people from projects that are trying to get me to work with them, that are getting hacked. So don't listen to scammers. Don't ever send crypto without verifying some way that the person that you're talking to is actually the person that you're talking to. I should say too, I'm never going to reach out to you. So even if it's someone with my face on their photos or something, it's not me. And then California proposed a new bill to make Bitcoin legal tender. So this is coming after Arizona did something similar, and island of Tonga expressed a similar goal. So I don't think this is going to happen, but they did say in this article that California passes New Jersey, Texas, Florida, and New York in the Crypto Ready Index. I haven't really looked into this, what kind of metrics they're looking at, but that's pretty interesting because Texas is supposed to be very pro-Bitcoin, probably because they are a tech powerhouse with Silicon Valley and they are pretty tech heavy. Now, if this is all getting you kind of stressed out and you just want an easy way of making passive income, I did make a video just yesterday on how to make $100 a day in crypto, and I looked at how much crypto you would need in different projects and in different stable coins and different DeFi, and I think it is valuable for a lot of people. So definitely check out that video. I'll put it here on the end screen so that way you can see how to make $100 a day and how much you'd actually need. I think it is pretty fun too. So the crypto market is looking pretty red today. Overall, I'm very bullish on the crypto market, but short term, we do have interest rates rising in the next month. We do have possibly a war or an invasion. We have a lot of fear in the market and a lot of uncertainty going forward. I think Bitcoin has actually held up really well for what's happening in the market and it being considered a risk-on asset. It's really stayed sideways for about the last year, but even over the last month or two, it's pretty much stayed sideways. And I think that's actually pretty good considering that the stock market has fallen and there's a lot of geopolitical uncertainty. So overall, I'm still very bullish. I think there's going to be a lot of adoption. Even throughout the rest of the year, I think there's going to be a lot of adoption. And we have gotten some big news like KPMG adding Bitcoin and Ethereum. We have kind of teased a lot of states being very pro-crypto and also certain countries possibly making it legal tender. So I think that there are big things that are going to happen throughout the rest of the year and a lot of banks are going to offer it. So I'm still very bullish, which is why I have been adding. But I still have a lot of money on the sidelines. I have it in different passive income vehicles because I don't want it just to inflate or just to, I guess, deflate because of inflation. So I don't want it to lose purchasing power, but I still have money on the sidelines because I realize that we could fall further and I want to be able to buy the dip all the way down. So I do have a DCA strategy where I'm going to be buying certain increments, but I also have a buy the dip strategy. So every week I have a certain amount that I'm going to buy in crypto, but also if we fall down to certain levels, which 38 was the first level that I want to buy at, and I bought a pretty significant amount of Bitcoin and two other cryptocurrencies. So obviously I added Bitcoin, like I said. Bitcoin I think is the most surefire asset on this list of cryptocurrencies. I think that it's very likely that it will hit $1 million by the end of the decade, which is a 25x. That's a fantastic return for any kind of investment. So I feel very strongly about this. This is the only crypto that I really feel will be around in 10 years. Feel very strongly that it will be towards the top of the crypto list, if not number one still in 10 years. So I bought a significant amount of this. About 80% of what I bought here today was Bitcoin. The next thing I bought was Ethereum. It is the next safest asset in my opinion. They are transitioning to ETH 2.0, but I also realized that it is very clunky right now still. So I don't want to put all my eggs in the ETH basket, which is why I also bought some Solana. So I split up ETH and Solana equally at about 10% each of my buys here today. Solana is just so quick and easy to use. I've used it a couple times over the last few days, and it's so darn fantastic compared to Ethereum. I mean, Ethereum, you have people waiting around hours and hours just to see if the fees will go down. Solana, it's less than a penny to do some transactions. So it's fantastic. And I realize it's highly centralized, all that, but it is fantastic to use. And it is down really significantly. You know, it's down with the whole crypto market, but I feel like around this level, it is so useful that maybe that's why it's not falling down as much as some of these other cryptos at just 1.55%. I could be wrong, it could be something else, and maybe it falls down more here, but I am a big believer in Solana. So those were my 3 cryptos I bought here today. I stayed towards the upper end of the list. I realized that they have less upside potential short term probably than some of these other cryptos further down, but I feel like they also are some of the safest. If we keep on falling down, I'll feel really good about holding these over the coming years. Now, I really want to add more to my Polygon bag too, and I might be doing that soon. I have been adding over the last few weeks, but that is another crypto that I would love to add more to. Let me know your thoughts on this underneath the video. Let me know if you think I am right in the fact that we will go up towards the end of the year. Definitely check out the links underneath the video to BlockFi and Unstoppable Domains, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.